Okay, so here's some more bell curves. And this is weird because they didn't tell me numbers down here on the line like negative infinity and whatever that is. What they told me was that if I do all that in my calculator, 0.85 is the answer. The percent colored in here is 0.85, 85%. Okay, or down here, 75%. And what they want to know is what is the name of that point right there. Now, I've drawn this out with a Z, with the sort of starting normal CDF curve, okay, with the 0 in the center right there where the mean is. Even though this problem has, you know, a mean of 100, I didn't draw the picture that way. And the reason why is because the calculator's not too cooperative about this. Okay, instead of my normal CDF button, I want my invNorm button. Okay, invNorm button, percents go in here, or decimals, and z-scores come out here. Okay, whereas the other one, it was z-scores, or in the case of, you know, when I had the IQs, it was the IQs, it was stuff from the x-axis goes in and a percent comes out. So this one goes backwards. Okay, and that's what I want to do. Someone gave me the percent and I want to get down here onto the line. Okay, so where is invNorm? Well, it was actually right under normal CDF. So if I go second and distribution, then the third thing down, it says invNorm. So I hit invNorm and then I just go ahead and put in the percent and then I hit enter. Okay. And what it gives me is, if I do invNorm 0.85, I get 1.0364. All right. Okay, but it said find the IQ. That's not an IQ. Okay, that's a z-score. What that is. It's somebody's z-score, not their IQ. All right. So this calculation right here switches a z-score into what their actual IQ score is. Okay, the mean plus z times the standard deviation. So in this case, the mean is 100, standard deviation is 15. So I put my 1.0365 in here. Okay, and then I calculate all that out, and it comes out as 115.5. All right, that went well. And in fact, if you've got the more recent calculators, I think they'll ask for the mean and the standard deviation, and it will do the calculation for you. So you think, okay, forget that. I'm never going to learn that stupid formula. Okay, and then, of course, there's a problem. All right, you can do that, and it would get you the right answer on this problem. It just won't get you the right answer on this problem. It gets you the right answer whenever the shading is on the left side of the picture. When the shading is on the right-hand side of the picture, it screws the whole thing up. All right. invNorm 0.75. And it will give me a z-score. And the z-score it gives me is 0.6744. Okay. Well, that's a z-score. 0.6744 is about there. It's a z-score. It's got to be above 0. And it's not. Okay, this dotted line's way over here. And this is where the calculator's screwing it up. Your calculator automatically thinks you're drawing a picture from the left. It thinks you're drawing a picture sort of like this one, only it has a 0.75 on it. And you're not. This is a picture from the right. And it always gives the wrong answer for pictures that are on the right, like this. Luckily, the one mistake it makes is it screws up the negative sign. So if it came out positive, I can see it's supposed to be negative. It's definitely supposed to be over here. Super simple fix, 0.6744. And then I put that in my formula. And then I work all that out and I get 89.9. Now, if you have the more recent calculator and you say, but I've decided to avoid ever learning that formula, okay, what went wrong is your calculator, when you gave it the whole problem, it thinks you're talking about someone somewhere up here, kind of like a 0.75, it'd be a little short of there, it'd be in here somewhere. That's the question your calculator was asking, so it's giving you an IQ way up here somewhere above 100. Okay, and we know if 75% of the population are smarter than you, your IQ has got to be below 100. Okay, so if you're doing this, it doesn't work that well on these problems if they happen to be drawn where you shade from the right, because it always screws it up. It's because of this little negative sign mistake that it makes.